What's up, bringers? This is Travis, my brain back. Welcome to your 22nd Android tutorial. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, telling your friends, telling your relatives, your great aunts and uncles about this channel. I definitely appreciate all that. I know you guys are doing that for me, so thank you for doing that. And what we're going to do in today's tutorial is basically set up the Java, set up all of our references, and kind of be able to change that top display of our wallpaper app. Nothing too awesome or sweet, kind of boring and tedious, to be honest with you. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up our tutorial 3 Java here. And also just let you know there is a more efficient way that we could do this, but I think this is the easiest way to describe it at the moment. We'll get into more complicated things down the road. But first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up an image view, and we're going to call this image view, and we're just going to call this display. And this is going to be our top displaying image for our emulator. And we need to import the image view. And as you notice, I did this above our onCreate method so we can use it within our whole activity. But then everything else we're basically going to define within the onCreate activity. And so we're just going to first set up what display equals. So we're going to say display equals, and it's image view. Kind of familiar layout of pretty much everything that we've set up as a view from XML. And again, we're going to just say find view by ID r dot id dot iv display, and then semicolon, nothing too new there. And then we're just going to set up all our other image views. So I'm just going to say something like image view image 1, and again you can do like image 2 and like etc., but I'm just gonna do it this way, just so I can change it more easily. Is that even a word, easily? I think so. I don't know, sometimes I think I'm getting dumber as time goes by. So we're just gonna set up basically these references. Is dumber a word? I'm just kidding. But there we go. We set up for our first reference, and you know, again, this is just pretty basic. You guys probably know how to do this all. I'm just going to copy and paste and set up all 7 images I believe I had. So nothing too awesome or sweet, like I said, but we're going to get our application working a little bit here. So now we have all our references set up, and the only other thing that we need to do is set basically our onClick listener, and we're basically going to use these images as buttons, pretty much the same way we'd set up a button, except we're going to set up as an image view. Except it is an image view, I'm sorry. So again, we could just do like image view dot image 1 dot set onClick listener, and we could you know, do new view just like we always do. But as you guys can see, when we're setting up 7 different images, that's gonna be a lot of code, and it's gonna be kind of unnecessary. So first way we're gonna clean this up, we're gonna type in this, and again, this will refer to the context. And basically when we implement something, it's going to basically refer to whatever we're implementing, most likely. So that's kind of the layman's terms for it. But as we go down here, hover over this error message, we can say let tutorial 3 implement onClick listener. So we're going to click that, and there we go. There's our onClick listener that has been implemented. Now again, tutorial 3 is giving us a problem because we aren't using the method from the onClick listener, and we have to every time we import it. So we're going to hover over this and say add unimplemented methods, and here's our onClick listener. So basically, before we set up our onClick listener within here, and then we'd say onClick, but you know, this is a much more simplistic way of doing it. So we're just going to copy that again, paste it however many times, however many images you guys got, I should say, and change the references 4, 5, 6, and 7, and they're all going to be sent to this onClick, because this is going to refer to whatever it's implementing onClick listener, and it's going to be sent down here. So there we go. We kind of have our buttons set up to a sense. Our images set up to a sense, but now we need to do something within the onCreate or onClick method. Oh man, cannot speak worth anything today. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a switch case again, and it's just a simple way to kind of check which button has been pressed. And as you can see within the parameter, it's sending in a view, so it's basically referring to all these are views, and it's going to tell us the ID of the views. So what we can do is just say switch, and we're going to look for V, which is whatever is being passed in. They renamed it V just for this method, and we're going to say get ID. That's going to give us the ID of our image view there. So we're going to again open bracket right there, and then we're going to set up our cases. So we're going to say like case r.id.imageView1, and then colon, and we're going to set the display image, that top image again. So we're going to set the display to basically whatever image has been clicked on. So we're going to say set image, and it's set image resource, and we're going to say r.drawable back abstract. Again, you want to make sure this reference is the same as for whatever picture you labeled for image 1. And for me, I luckily just did this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So sorry, I should kind of describe that as we did the last tutorial, but yeah, just make sure that's the same. And then what else we're gonna do? We're just gonna say break, and we're just gonna copy and paste this again. Like I said, boring tutorial, worst tutorial ever, but there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then again, I'm gonna probably clip the video, but change the image view to whatever image view you guys are working with, and then change the resource to match that image. So I'm gonna clip the video. Alright, and we're back. Hope you guys didn't miss me as much as I missed you. And basically we set up our references, and we set up them to be clickable, and when they are clicked, we changed our display image to basically whatever image we clicked on. So hopefully that works. I'm going to save it and test it out real quick. Make sure I don't have any errors or anything. It's always good to test your program as you develop, so you can kind of spot those errors. So it makes it a lot easier than trying to debug everything at the end and have no idea where your error's at. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully get this program to work. And also, if you guys don't get it to work, you can join the forum at mybringback.com. Hopefully everyone there is pretty helpful, and I'll also try to help you if I can, if I'm in there. But let's test this out. We can scroll through and click it, and it changes our display image. Looks like it's working pretty well. I'm just going to test all of them. But yeah, there we go. And then the next tutorial, what we're going to do is we're going to make this button set this display image to the phone's background. So I'll catch you guys then. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.